Aden Hitchins stand up, comedian, handsome man. Fall in love with those eyes, tours around. Make people's days laugh in gentleness. He may come to a town near your get ready. Get ready to rain up. 5,000 later. 5,000 later. 5,000 later. 5,000 later.
Because I finally get to announce who we're all here to see. He has been and travelled around to all the big cities like Adelaide, Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane.
That's a city.
That's a city. That was roughly a city, isn't it? I don't know, and all the big places, all the big Perth, I don't know, all the big places, and he's finally in our little town in Stratford. This is his first regional tour, and it is his first theatre show as well. So please keep that warm spirit going for your headline, Aden Hitchins!
Thank you! Any bonus Christmas going tonight going well? Give it up for May, everyone. How good is that? Oh, look, it's still on. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, thank you all for coming out. I've seen a couple of kids I haven't seen for a while in the crowd. Yeah, go guys, I haven't seen you for quite a while, and I like to say to the parents, there's no wiggles coming out tonight, but they, you know, you got to learn about adulthood tonight. That's how got to learn all the thrusting and shit. Before we go, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land of the. I forgot to Google that before I got here, but no, I'm kidding. I know I've listened to the band for quite a few years, and I myself is a proud Aboriginal man. Now I'm a white mum, black father, so I'm not like Lebanese or some sort of, you may have thought of the hair, the beard downstairs. I'm from the Kidgell tribe, which is from southwestern Victoria, and another Jerry from Marybridge, South Australia. And an elder actually once said, if you combine the two best tribes together, you get a high IQ level of one sexy bitch. G'day. As you see from a distance, it's got beautiful fair skin. It's actually like how Michael Jackson felt. Yeah, there's only one syllable over here that's great from downstairs. It's called Beat It. There's some others, I get it all the time, usually when I explain who I am, usually at the comedy shows and stuff like that, they go, oh, hey, you don't look Aboriginal. And my response to that is, oh no. Karen, what should I do? I can't help that I've got some really good 50 plus fucking sunscreen, pink fair skin. I can't trust come in mum's vagina and be like, fuck, fair skin, let's go back inside, you know? None of that shit, but thank you. I'm also we call it a radio host on AM radio station called 3KMD. Does anyone here listen to AM radio? Fuck all. I got a show called The Midday Rush from 12 to 2 Monday to Friday, which is the only Indigenous radio station in Victoria at 120 or so. And the only rush for me is trying to find a fucking listener. That's how I know no one's listening, because it's all changed now, is I offered endlessly Katy Perry tickets, knowing damn well she's not in town. No one's cold, so I was like, fuck it, see? No one's just me in a room of just box full of farts. And what I love about I represent wherever I work, right? And so usually go to the pokies and stuff like that. You go on the poke. Yeah, you guys do later. And I usually like with 3KD, cool and deadly shot, and I get mixed reactions by by people who go, oh, I really like your station, and the other one is, oh, I don't like your station. One Nation. Thank you. I I couldn't give a fuck because it pays my bills. You know. But NAIDOC Week is coming up next month. Is anyone familiar with NAIDOC Week? Yeah, it's pretty. If you guys don't know what NAIDOC Week is all about, it's pretty much where all the major cities do this big fuck off march, right? There are tens of thousands of people. We've got all the white hipsters and all the black fellas. We come together to block the streets of Melbourne for a few hours. It's fucking great. And I remember my very first NAIDOC march I ever did. I was a young boy back then, and I didn't quite know what the chants meant or chanting would actually mean. Now I do, of course. And the things like pay the rent. No, I thought pay the rent. I paid mine last week. Yeah, big cat notices going out and unpaid bills and shit. You know. Yeah, but so I really love going because a lot of people don't know that much is happening. So they've walked in the streets for several hours, 7 minutes, you know, 45 minutes. So I love to peel off just to see the reactions. And you really see the allies that've got the marches on. And they'll be like, fuck! Always was, always will be! Fucking carry on, left away! You know what I mean? Another one, fucking fantastic. And, yeah, that's a joke. It's random things. It's fucking random. I mean, when I mean random, it's random. Some great stuff. I love the travel. Now, something about me travelling in the car several hours just basting your own farts, right? Until you get to your destination, and it takes like 2 hours to recover. That's what I did from Melbourne to here, and from here, and I also had a couple of dead kangaroos on the way here. Has anyone seen a dead kangaroo? Yeah. And what's the first thing you see when you lock eyes with a dead kangaroo? It's dead. It's dead? Look, what's the first thing? You know, look, for me, it's his asshole. Oh. You know what? Okay, so just lock eyes on its asshole. I'm not sure what it is, right? And it's like the same as the last resort of tracking the head or whatever it was. You know, you fucking asshole. You know, take that. And by the time I go back to Melbourne, you turn round just directly. Yeah, but I talk about showers, kangaroos. I took a shower right here. That's part of a religion every time I go out to places, right? And while I was washing my bits, I took a glimpse in the mirror, and what I saw was absolutely fucking horrendous. Now, us men, we shower like kangaroos. Have you noticed this? We shower like kangaroos, just all. But for African brothers and knowledge around that area in videos and stuff, it's a bit more different. It's more like. Big horse cocks is what I was trying to strive for. That's fantastic, bang, kick in the teeth. Is anyone here hate their name growing up? Or just now? You'd like to change it? Yeah, what's your name? So you say yeah? Oh, yes, work together. Fuck yes, you made it. Fuck yeah. Get on foul. And, fuck it, it's fantastic. I start having I was getting bored a fair bit as I get older. Because my name's Aden, of course, and I'm getting like ADOS, Aden 5000. There's people out there call me AIDS for short. Fucking AIDS. But for a few years ago, I was called Glen 20. Yeah, I already know, like 7 or 8 years ago, because I had this hookup where I was living in Bairnsdale, and after the night out, we went to Rumours. Yeah, anyway, so that's when they took her home, we went back to her house, and we all had at least this once in our life diarrhea shits the next morning of when you've been drinking a fair bit. Just me. I was like, my stomach was rumbling and rumbling. She goes, oh, you're hungry. And I go, yeah, I sure am. I was just, but it's the other side. But so she got up, and I didn't know how I was going to exit out the bed, but she actually went and made me a feed, and I thought this perfect opportunity to go to the toilet and do my business. Right, so done my business, right, and looked around, no toilet paper. Yeah, just dirty napkins. She was a single mother, that's fine, you know. I looked around, so all I was thinking was Glen 20, so I and laid up to where next to the bed, when she came back, It's pretty powerful, because through COVID, I never got the virus. Because I took the sauce, you know, wait. Fantastic. Thank you, that's a new one. And also, I was, in high school, I was what's called the B-Man. Yeah, B-Man. Like, I had this shit little jingle that my mate just fried the B-Man every recess and lunch. We'll do classes, we'll meet up in the courtyard and stuff. Be like, oh, it's B-Man, B-Man! And I think I was still a virgin back then. I was about 13. And, you know, I had this shit little jingle. I'd be like, oh, sing us a song, sing us a song. I'd be like, oh, today, come on, sing us a song. I'd be like, oh, okay. Virginity, vagina, virginity, vagina, unlock the vagina, test the virgin mind. When it gets all tangy, takes it to the teller. Sha, 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 boya, boya, sha, 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 boya. Stop doing that, I already fucking was that fucking one. And yeah, just took my line, you know, small fingers, that's your sister. He loved it. He absolutely rocked the big man. So I haven't used that for a while. Thought I'll tell you guys, but it's fantastic. I actually did some time in jail back in 2020, and at the time I got so lonely, so horny. They just dropped the soap every chance that I've got just past minute of time. Now I'm okay, nothing's happened. Because I was on house arrest. I think we're all on house arrest back in 2020. Yeah. And I was thinking about that joke a few years ago. I said to my mother, who's no longer with us, and she goes, oh, Aden, are they still together? I thought, whatever do you mean? You know, she goes, your butt cheeks. Well, I'm meant to be the comedian in the family. I need you to write punchlines for me. I'll fucking take this one. But so, yeah, believe it or not, my mum had a dying wish. Now, she hated my dad big time. And so my dad lives in back country in Hamilton and has a farm. So he's well off, I would say, well off. And has this nice little garden, like autistic garden, with all the lilies and stuff, all neat and tidy. Every morning just walks around. And my mum's dying wish was getting cremated, which she's at home chilling at the moment. But so, doesn't do. She always says, Aden, when you get the chance, sprinkle my ashes on your dad's garden so I can haunt the cunt for the rest of his life. I'm still done halfway there, but I don't have balls to do because I want to be in the will, you know. Yeah, it's I can just imagine my dad one morning, he's an 80-year-old man going, oh fuck yeah, I own this, you know, look at me go, and then he'd be like, oh, what's this watching in my garden bed? Pick it up, give it a feel, give it a smell, give it a taste. Oh, didn't try this before. Oh fuck, that's Jackie! If no one got that joke, it's in the way that, you know, my dad had around 30 years ago. That's but still love it, yeah. That's the time I enjoy. Is anyone here drinking tonight? Having a few cans, bit of how you doing? No, you all sober? Hey, that's one of that. Hey, are you guys into your cocktails?
Yep.
Yeah, great, because mine's huge. That joke, 101, thank you. To be honest, I think you guys have been listening to me for about, 10 minutes and going, there's something about this guy, I can't put my finger quite in him. And I'll tell you what it is, it's the jeans. Now these jeans are size 10 pure women's jeans. Yeah. Ever see the jealousy in people's eyes? Because I'm 6 foot tall, over 100 kilos, and I can really rock this shit. Yeah. I already break the bone with these fuckers already. Yeah, look at that. A bit bulge. It's pretty complicated because I'm a balls going back up to my chin. I think it's half price at Saders in Drogon. $3. Well, that's probably eggs, no? But it's oh wow, what's this? It's a drink. The bar's open, by the way. We'll take 5 minutes and get a drink. No. Man, I'm a bit of a shaver. I do my own groomings to save money because the inflation is just so high at the moment, isn't it? It's fucking bullshit. And I do my own beard, my own hair downstairs. Now I haven't touched downstairs for quite a while, and it's safe to say that my pubes are now the size of Hagrid's beard from Harry Potter. It was very that sort of length. Like I don't think you get the length. I could tie a knot. It creates some sort of Christmas mistletoe, right? My pubes. Yeah. Before you know, I'll be standing on. Thank you. Before you know, I'll be standing on couples' heads, be like, "Why don't you guys fucking kiss?" I'll be on the calendars for 2027, just them grabbing the throat and shit. It's just me hovering over the fucking Elon Musk idea. That's mine. That's what I've got to take in. Yeah. Done the cocktails. Believe it or not, I went to a comedy for 7 years. Seven years. Like every day I think, is this the right choice? You know? I'm touring around and shit. But, I've done Adelaide, Sydney, Brisbane for my comedy travels, and done like Adelaide Fringe and comedy. You get the gist, couldn't give a fuck. Done random things there as well. And, I really love Brisbane. I just got back maybe, I think it was last year, from Brisbane doing it. Really great time there, and the humidity is far different. It's absolute bullshit. Like I sweated so much, I was forced to change my underwear per day. Because you can remember it's every 2 to 3 days, you know what I mean? Once a month, because I hate washing. I was still there. And the more I do comedy, there's two things that people say to me. Oh, I never forget where you come from, which I actually love that. But, if I don't make any comedy, I will never forget where I come from. I'll just never visit. What the fuck would I want to visit Cranbourne for? Places. Government housing to mainstream housing. It's unbelievable. And the other one is, what was the first signs of you knowing that you would become a comedian? And see, my mum, I was about 4 years of age, right? And my mum was one of the biggest sinners of all time. So she thought, maybe we'll go to the church every fortnight, but no matter the sins before I pass away. Right? And so I was raised Catholic. My forces not by trade. And any Catholics in here tonight? Catholics? Yeah, Catholics. Father Bob. Pretty sure it was Father Bob, who recently passed away. He had like a state funeral. He had great for charity. Not sure if he touched kids or not, but he done great for charity. And he actually was done one of our services. It was fantastic. He had binoculars, and I was about 4 years old, and there's about 400 people in this setting. I'm just doing my own thing. He goes, "Now, can we see Jesus?" And a big roaring no happened, and I said, "Yes!" 4 years old, alright, and he just goes, "Who said that?" I put up my hand, everyone sat there next and pissed themselves laughing, alright, and I just put it outside the big fucking cross of Jesus, just... Everyone laughed, I didn't, and that's the day I knew I could become a comedian. Thank you. Cheers, as I say. How weird is it, the Australian language, like piss, like this is drinking piss, well, as soon as I first thought it was drinking some piss, and go, fucking fucking fantastic, it's not going I'll say it to you guys, we're all in this together. Man. Is anyone here in relationships tonight? Relationships? Give me a cheer, give me a woo. Yeah, how was that? I've been single for quite a while, and these days I get a lot of looks, no touches. I'm not sure where it must be, but you get the same? A lot of looks, no touches, and I dated many types of women over my 30 years of life. Turns out I'm far from perfect. A comedian trying to make a world laugh, and you're perfect. You should always ask, no matter what relationship you're in, if it's ending, what do you need to work on? And of course, there's another 2 reasons for this guy. And one is, I'm very straight as a person, which would be great, or quite shit, depends on what dynamics you're working with, you know, in the situation. And the other one is, it's not you, it's me. And I fucking thought so, nothing wrong with that. And I had this lockdown girlfriend where we can't go past the 5k radius, and she did it several times, which is amazing, she never got caught. And she was very toxic. Like, she used to go, Aden, you're waiting for the next big thing, you're waiting for the next big thing, and the next big thing is me. I said, it's not, but we have to get these through these lockdowns together, and you wait. And, you know, and she goes, how long ago she was toxic? This is the iceberg of the lettuce. And she goes, this is 2.5 weeks of being together. She goes, I want to be with you forever. I want to be with you forever. I thought, wow, that's such a long time. Do you mind paying a little rent? You know? She left on Saturday, see? I can do it. Forever across my house checks. Hilarious, that's probably tell why I'm single actually. That's two reasons. Fantastic. I do want to say that. I'll say it anyway. So in my mid-20s, when I was in my prime of just fucking, I was actually an undercover prostitute, right? An undercover prostitute. Without me realising, I was staying in hotels and stuff, so I thought, you know, I could shag and stuff. And I knew I had a problem. I was very cheap. Like, I used to ask for a couple of cigarettes while smoking and $20 just to get home, right? And you know, I knew I had a problem as soon as the kids go, Mum, why is that man eating all our snacks? I don't see a picture here, I'll just ask for 20 and fuck off. That's a bit undercover prostitute without me, being full time. Got me free though, that's fantastic, comfy beds and stuff. You want to hear a comfy bed? Just like him, no? I was over here on the weekends, that's fine. I believe that, you know, I always had a strong indication of donating my sperm. Like, just donating, like, having someone me with 50 little Adens just running around going, fuck that, just doing what I do. So I have 50 little Adens, just fucking, men and women, of course, and boys and girls, and you know, you just have a family reunion every 5 to 10 years, be like, so which one are you? You know, I'm pretty cool, you know, fucking banner up there, you know, fucking reunion, and be like, so you dated your sister? She loved kids, Tasmania. But I always wanted footy team with kids, but I've started nice and early. Our beautiful autistic son who turns 13 this year. Thank you. It's very autistic. It's you know, I was 12 when I had him, so it's being so young. It's I was 12 when I had him. That's what. I was joking. It's 30. You know, it's something nice and early. It's you should always question yourself being some sort of dad, right? It's you know, what you sort of you becoming or want to become, and it turns out or a splendid daddy. Does anyone know what a splendid daddy is? It does. It's dad who strives to be a sugar daddy, but doesn't have quite the funds. I'm out there. It's look, I'm going to be father of the year one of these years because when I was looking at bands, I lived at Lake Tyers Mission for a couple of years and moved bands out on Lake Entrance and stuff, and broke up with business and back my and stuff. And so we obviously we know the length of Bansal and Lake Entrance where you pretty much do 120 and 60 zone. It's Swap Reach. I done that with my son in the back. Because I was doing just chilling with becoming a local, and you know, it's he's getting his seat all the time, out of his seat, and then we're driving down 110 k's in the 60 zone. He'd pop his head through between the seats. He'd be like, so this is what it's like to be in the front seat. You know, I'd shit myself, and you know, you have to keep it pulling in, put it back in, and struggling to make sure he's. I got sick of him one day. You know, I got sick of it. And I was about 5 minutes away from his mum's house where I was dropping off when I had the weekend. And he wasn't listening, he was taking a tantrum, so I went to run up the corner real quick, right? And he fell in between the seats. Right? He couldn't get up. And I was like, this is the perfect time to give him that talk. See, this is why you gotta wear your seatbelt. You could have went, you know, all that shit. And, now, every time he's in the car with me, it's the first thing he does is put the seatbelt on and just sits there till we get to the next destination. Father of the year. Hey. Thank you. Works every time. I've got 100% strike rate because I don't have one son. Anyone here do their school plays? Yeah, back in the day, we'll watch the kids do school plays. Yeah, we're all this together. And I used to do it. I remember I was in year 1 and doing the Latin over at the Frankston Arts Centre. I grew up in Franklin, and that was the main source of things. And I did the Latin, and picture this was just a whole row of school kids dressed as homeless people with a paper money bag, just going fucking sing this shit jingle called Money Makes the World Go Round and World Go, and dancing fucking, you know, g'day, and what on stage. And picture this, 17 years later, I developed a gambling addiction. Yeah, 17 years later, yeah. Like, I'm okay now. Like, it was a bit of a period where I gambled, and me and the council, I gathered that I spent over $250 per paycheck to the Pokers or TOB, right, per week. He's going, oh, that's sure fuel for the week, you know, all that jazz. I'm like, stop going to her because I realised she wasn't making any fucking money. Yeah. So I had a little bit of gambling addiction. Now I'm okay now, yeah. But I'll suffer that. But there was going to be another line before I said that. But anyway, so I keep pushing through. I've been doing this for 7 years, right? And what I love about this, when I was gambling at the time, was I remember going to this gig and I pulled into the RSL and it was $1,400. No free spins, not even one, you know, $1,400, so I was absolutely shattered, you know, so I pulled out the gig and he goes, oh man, you know, I'm hoping to get back. And this is how bad it was, so I'll go, I'll try again tomorrow. Try again. Yeah, so okay. Oh man. Any coffee drinkers? Coffee lovers in the house? Yeah. I have to have at least 3 instant coffees in the first hour and a half. Simply, don't fucking talk to me. Right, and I'm sort of a guy that doesn't read signs of a woman. Like I'm always just my shot continuously. Like I play the long game. Like I've been going to this coffee shop every day for the past 2 years because I locked the girl on the door. Alright, and it turns out the girl who's making the coffee is like me, so it's like a triangular. There you go. And she gave me good things. Some mornings that the person who's taking my order gave me the good old fuck me eyes. Have you ever had that? A little twinkle in the eyes when you like someone? Yeah. Fuck me eyes? I bought it. I looked so intensely into her eyes one morning, I actually got her pregnant. I'm 100% sure of it. Because how I know this is because I've been there for the past 2 weeks, she hasn't been there. She must be on maternity leave. Look out. That sounds like God. Does anyone know what the richest coffee bean in the world is? It's an Indonesian coffee. No? You get a stat? Yeah, also jokes. There's pretty much these possum cats over in Indonesia, right? It's called Kubaya Luwak, right? And they feed these possum cats and consume the feces, right? And per bean costs $70 USD. I thought that's really crazy. I'm about to make my own coffee bean. Half the price. Eat a whole bunch of Makona and blend 43 and fun out to a bag. And be like, oh, why don't you guys try this? Charge like $59.99 per fart. all guys do that for extra money here in the country, you know. Elon Musk ideas that throw around. Yeah. Good news story. This was the Sunday today. I think about 4 days be the time to quit cigarettes. In 4 years, in 4 days. I'm late now. I'm on digital and shit, coming up with the times, you know what I mean? But when I was smoking and stuff like that, I actually became addicted to bread. There's there was like 6 months period where I was smoking ganja, devil's lettuce, right? Because I looked at my cousin and realised he was dead so thin. I go, "Cuz, what do you do for a living, guys? Why are you so thin?" He goes, "Oh, I smoke weed, bro." Oh, that's fantastic. I could lose a good 10 kilos. Yeah. There's one thing you forgot to mention, because he had no money. Does anyone know what it is? The munchies. And, he had the munchies. So instead of me losing a good 10 kilos, that originally wanted to, I blew out to an extra 25 kilos, 15 kilos, and turned to a fat Gordon Ramsay. Been a bit of struggle ever since. But in that time, I actually got addicted to bread, like I was saying before. And, everything I ate so much bread over the years, it gave my mouth a yeast infection. Great joke. Yeast, and I'm second with the good old Vegemite, and stuff like that. And Vegemite cheese is my go-to when I had munchies, and I could eat a whole lot of bread. Yeah, okay, you get gist, that's why I'm up. And Vegemite cheese, and is it me when you get Vegemite on your fingers, you go, is that Vegemite or is that shit? Give it a smell and a lick. Oh, that shit. A sandwich. Yeast on yeast on yeast. Vegemite and stuff, but go well. Fantastic. I've quit footy to take up long balls. I think I'm the only 30-year-old who has done that. I was thrive for footy, done everything. I've always had a pleasure playing AFL footy. And I did that for the Richmond Footy Club back in 2014, just one game. And I jumped in the fence. I jumped the fence of the MCG. And about 52,000 screaming fans. Right? And I've got all the slings and slogans to get a footy game, to get carried off, and you get a wanker, get off the footy field. An English fella comes down to abuse me from the second level and goes, "You want the biggest wanker in the whole of Southern Hemisphere?" I was thinking back, I thought, I could achieved my dreams with that one. It's achieved the dream for that one. And so I'm talking about long balls. To fill in time, and something with me being in prime and vintage titties come to my head, And has anyone here played long balls? Yeah, it was a pretty good sport. Just looking outside the box, and maybe this is the way to go. And something me and a pair of vintage titties. The people I've bought with have been through the Great Depression. This is mind-blowing. Great Depression, through COVID, just years of just, how you doing, But I remember my very first balls I did, and I was over in Croydon, in Victoria, and I was in them, and I was just looking out the signs that they have, and this club was sponsored by Alpine Funerals. That'll be absolutely making an absolute killing, And what a I thought far out. If that team made the great final, right? You know what they get? A free coffee. Yeah. A six-pack of beers. I'll just take a six-pack and party on to the night. That's fucking insane. I have offered those. Is that legal or? Crazy. It's fine. Mostly the bread out the way. Yeah. Who he works? Oh, the retirees committee. Yeah. Who works? Yeah. You guys think the worksheets? Who thinks the worksheets? Yes. Yeah. Save your shits for home. Because when I'm busting up and I smell your shit, I talk my shit, just like explosion of just nonsense of just pure farts and stuff and waste. But I've had many types of women. I've had many types of jobs over my journey, and some places are like 6 months, 12 months. What else? Jeez, so many. I've had 2 days. I broke a record to stay on Centrelink, getting hired and not working as a chef, and that was probably my record. But I done a lot of cleaning in Westfield shopping centres, right, in Melbourne, and hands down, my favourite people and culture are the Indians. Yeah, the Indians. Like I had a great mate called Deepan. He called me a couple of swear words, so I call him Bancho every morning, which means sister fucker, and that's how we greet. And the graveyard shift, call him a sister fucker, he called me a fake Aboriginal, and that's how we bantered, you know. And so he goes, we've got to start talking about his culture and stuff. He goes, Aden, if you come to Mumbai, he goes, we'll treat you as some sort of king or prince. Well, that's fantastic, but he goes, if you come here and take our jobs, they'll be fucking interview. What? Because here in Australia, we're very lenient of people being KFC workers, Ubers and stuff like that, There's only a small percentage in our community that they don't matter to us. And so we've heard it before, I'm sick of these Indians coming here taking our jobs. And well, so Bills, what do you do for a living? Just also like, no, you don't matter to us, Bill. Talk about and stuff, and all that jazzy shit. That was track. But the more I do comedy, right, I always wanted to be an undercover cop growing up. Right, I reckon I'll ace that. But the more I do comedy, imagine being like a Dave Hughes and being an undercover cop. Just really work that together. Come to a bar, and you find the guy that you wanted to arrest. Alright, and it turns out they're a fan. They'll be like, oh, you're the comedian named Hitchins. We'll be like, fuck yes, I am. Because us comedians, we do it all the time. Oh, tell us a joke about it tonight. I'll go on, I'm a huge fan, tell us a joke about it. So what's your name? Oh, my name's Frank. Frank Goodwin. Well, Frank. We're working on this new one. It's called Get on the Ground, Get on the fucking ground. So arrest him, right? I'll be through all the process of his arrest. Just in the court hearings, just to make sure you see me. And say that fucker got like 10 years jail. 10 long years, right? And after those 10 years, he gets released, right? And I'm there waiting for him to take him back home and be like, so Frank, did you find that one funny? Come on, yeah. Joke lasted 10 years. So much going on in my head. Then I'll go to Cranbourne, as I was saying before, and in government housing. So my childhood was an old flowers and rainbows. It was more like watching a dog taking a shit in your backyard, alright? And, it's like that. I was certainly one of those kids who got bullied and teased a fair bit. It happened so often that one mum put me in karate lessons at my old primary school called Kung Fu Nihama. And our sensei called Sensei Dennis, which, to be honest, I don't think it was a true sensei. Called nothing like the master from the Karate Kid. I'm pretty sure it was wanted to bang my mum, which he did. And I couldn't get mad, right? He told me everything I know about karate. He's really good with his hands, the whole wax off bullshit. So I'm guessing that my mum would have one of the freshest and cleanest Brazilians in town. Just kidding, she grew up in the 70s, I guess it would have been a bush. But you guys want to see some moves I've played since I did this with? I was 7. It's part of the show, so I want to anyway, picture this, I was just a 7-year-old visiting a 40-year-old red belt, and I'm trying to get to the blue belt. It was one up from the whites. And I'll show you. Alright, so this little dance move, karate shit that I had to do, and went like, this, the eight of the 2 hour dick punch. Fuck off. Absolutely kicked his ass in them dance moves. Wow, that's going on. You want to bang my mum? I didn't have none of that. That's that's what's the time? It was time for about million, and I'm also a singer. Now I've got a album called Sticks and Stones. My Break My Bones, but I'm still Aden on Spotify, and I just play like remixes of songs. I didn't bring my guitar out, so I couldn't do it as well as they did. But there's one track, a couple tracks I'll sing for you, and this one, do you know what's her name? Last name Eminem. The I'm not strong. Don't Call Me Aden is a song. It's a 2002 hit, absolute whammy jam, loved it. I played it so many times coming here, and it goes a little something like this. Don't you think I'm not strong? I'm the one that take it on. I'll make it so you're born. You don't know me. Really, really should. You misunderstood, so don't call me Aden. You know I don't belong to you. I don't know the lyrics, and don't call me Aden, that's the song. And I wanted to feel long, running out of time. Get the bands out. This one's original song. I read, because if you think of it, music, comedy is just music backwards, if you're on team moves. You know, have you thought that? Team moves, that's fucking good. Yeah, an Asian version. Lots of telling stories and stuff. But I was in lockdown after my toxic girlfriend left, and I see this chick just jog every day. I was looking outside. Thought, I really like you. Just watching that do laps in the 5K radius, and obviously because I didn't know how to talk to women back then, especially COVID and stuff. But it was a huge time, so I wrote this song, just watching her, and this little song like this. If you've been on the run, you're feeling a bit horny, why don't you come to my place and we can crack a cold one? Yeah, proper cold one. And do you know what this cold one is? This this dick. Sing it when I'm here, you know. But I'm done. Hitchins, thank you so much. The rest of the show, written, done, and completed. Without you guys, I can't thank you enough because I wouldn't have a show. I would have just paid $400 just to do it to no one. And travel this way. So I can't thank you enough, and I hope you'll laugh at least once. I've told a couple of people you'll laugh at least once. And that's not the show wasted. But thanks so much, guys. Thank you.